Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome to a brand new Prox Guide, and today we're going to be playing Pac-Man World Repac on the PS4. Now, since I have played through a Pac-Man World game, I have went through the second and the third installments of the series, but never really got into the very first game. I know that this original game of Pac-Man World was released out for like the N64 and the original PlayStation back in those times, but never really got into that very first game of it though. But however, at least we get to go and play it on here on the PS4, and it should be a fun experience for everyone that's going to be happening for this time. Now, mind you, if you guys are kind of curious exactly what is going to happen within this said Prox guide, well, it's not going to be as 100% type of guide that I want to go for, but what we are going to have to go and do is that we are going to try and collect as most of the letters as we see throughout different type of levels within that one particular area, and not only that, but we are also going to have to go and hopefully try and find any of the keys that we can then go and rescue out on a certain type of rescuer within the said type of levels, which we are going to be rescuing out with Puka, which that is going to be the first of many characters that we are going to be rescuing within our said time of this game. Now, it looks like we got ourselves the main villain here, which that is going to have to be with TikTok, or sorry, not TikTok, but Talk Man, of course. I don't know why I literally said TikTok there, but he kind of does look like a type of character that would probably make it as like some sort of like Halloween special. And speaking about Halloween right now, Halloween is just coming right around the corner here. During the time of this recording right now, it is October 14th, which that does mean that right now it is the Canadian Thanksgiving. So shout out to anybody that is in Canada right now. Hopefully you guys are having yourself a good Thanksgiving. I know that I am as well too. And not only that, but when November rolls around for you guys in the United States, I'll make sure to go and celebrate Thanksgiving for you guys as well, since I do have relatives within that said area within my way as well too. Now, within these two videos for today, not only are we just going to be, of course, just doing out here with Pac-Man World Repac, but we're also going to be playing some Persona 4 Golden too, so if you guys do go and check it on that. Just doing some social linking within that game, nothing really anything all that too special, but however, we are going to try and at least see if we can try to max out on most of some of the other characters as we go along, but for right now, we'll just leave Persona 4 Golden as it is. We'll still continue onwards here with the Pac-Man World Repac, because that's what we are on our way to go and do for today. Now, I know that this seems a little bit strange, because I know that normally I kind of want to have at least like somewhat of like just one type of Prox guide here, but in case if you are just wondering, I think I went and have brought this up, I think in the other video within my Persona 4 Golden as well, but just to let you guys know that I am putting off Spyro's Skylanders for what is going on for right now for the first game, and currently right now, just with the way of all the recordings and everything that are happening at this moment in time, I don't really want to go too much into all of that there, but for right now we're just going to have this series out as our third type of thing that's going to happen on the channel for right now, and we'll just continue onwards for what is happening from that. So here in this tutorial area to begin off with, all that we're just kind of just learning is just getting the basic functionalities of how Pac-Man is and all that stuff. And at some point when we go and start continuing onwards with more of what this whole pirate ship area is going to be, well then that's when we're going to be learning about the Pac-Man letters. And we'll be going and seeing how well that we can go and collect with all those Pac-Man letters. I'm not really too entirely certain on what these Pac-Man letters will do. I don't know if this will give us maybe like a secret area or something, kind of like something out of like Donkey Kong Country Returns or something like that, but somebody can let me know in the comments down below there. And I know that there is going to be different type of checkpoint markers there, so those are kind of like your little automatic save states. So if you ever do lose out on a life for whatever reason, it will actually respawn you right back to that one particular spot right there. Alright, so now let's just go and keep on moving on ahead, and let's see what else we got. So it looks like we're going to have to go and do the rev roll up there, or you can do the butt bounce depending on whatever type of move style that you want to go for. Now we're just going to have to actually set up for our speed dashing functionality on some of these platforms. You guys I think you may actually remember this type of platform. I think back when we went and played Pac-Man World 2, those are like the type of platforms where you're going to have to like try and open up on some of the different like gates and other things, or maybe having to go and ride on to like other different platforms as well. And let's just watch out just for those type of cannons there. There's going to be a lot of cannonballs, I'm just going to say, just for this particular area, since there's going to be a lot of pirate ship shenanigans that are going to be around. And mind you, speaking about with the said pirate ship, there will be a said boss battle with an actual said pirate ship that will be here as well too. That pirate ship is actually known as the HMS Windbag, I want to say it is, and Talkman will actually somewhat control, I think, whatever is going on within that said pirate ship to begin with. But we'll get on into that when the time does happen. But just right now, we're still here on the tutorial wise side of stuff. Now, anytime that you do go and see like any type of fruit or anything, normally those are meant for like special gates to be opened, and then that's where you can go and find little hidden goodies to at least somewhat kind of get yourself into with the different Pac-Man letters, or even trying to head on into some of those different maze levels as well. Now, just like how some of the other Pac-Man mazes are, they're kind of like an old school style set like Pac-Man maze, and you'll just have to just try and at least get yourself accomplished so that you can at least have that within your within that level settings for your menu there. Because I know that, like, if you want to try to at least complete through everything, you want to make sure they at least get the maze as well too all done. So let's just go and open up with the first of many of those fruit there. So then that will give us a opening of these said gates. And then as well, you got yourself with some of these big, huge pellets right there. And that's where we can go and turn, well, into again a big Pac-Man and just start nomming on all of the different ghosts as we see. And that will just add more things to our points as we go along. And of course, we do have the Talkman statue here. That is always going to be somewhat of our clear goal. So that if we ever do reach on over to that way, that means we will get ourselves with the finish that we do need from that. And every time that whenever we go and clear off with a said type of level, well, there's always going to be a bonus slot mini game here. And most of these times you guys will be seeing that I will be editing out on a whole bunch of these, so that you guys don't have to get yourself too bored with me having to go through and try to get at least some sort of like extra lives here, because that's basically all that you're doing. Because if you kind of look at your right hand of the screen, we actually do have, I want to say, like a whole bunch of like those type of Galaga or Galaxian type of things right there. That means we'll have like a lot more one-ups as we go along from that. And let's just go and head on over to the next place here, the pirate ship area. That's what this whole first world is all about. We do have a ruins area, which that's the second one, and then we also do have the space world, which that is number 3 as well too. Now we'll worry about getting on into all of those for another time, but yeah, so here's Corsair Cove episode. This is where the barrel enemies are going to be making their appearance. These guys are kind of like your dynamite type of like bombs of this game. Want to be a little bit careful of when you go and walk around within here. Now, we are going to be needing a said type of metal Pac-Man suit, so we're going to have to go and try to find out where that's going to be. Most of the times, whenever you do have to go and search for some of these different, like, hidden gates, you're going to be needing a metal Pac-Man armor suit sometimes, and we are going to have to see that here. So it looks like we got ourselves a little bit of an extra level, or well, not an extra level, but an extra type of health bar right there for us to go and get ourselves healed up. And let's go and close the door here, and then that'll take us all the way up to the very highest point for right now, and then that'll give us ourselves with the P letter. So that's the first of many of them. Continue onwards a little bit more throughout this way, and just be careful of the barrels, because they will be here, and stay with the spikes too, because those are going to be leaving one nasty mark on Pac-Man if you are not really careful enough to have the metal Pac-Man suit, because he's basically immunity to any type of spike armor or spike type of things that's going to be there, because he can just be able to just protect himself from anything from that. So here we go. Let's just jump on ahead over across from here and get ourselves with the letter A. So pretty nice. Now if we need to go find the letter C, which I'm pretty certain that that's what we're going to be going for this one, well, we do have a melon, so there we go. That is pretty nice, simple enough for us to go and do that. And heading along through some of the rooftops here, you'll probably find yourself with the letter M. And here is the Galaga or the Galaxian type of maze level that we're going to have to go through. Well, we do need a special apple for that. And if you do have the apple, then you can open up with this little switch platform right here, and it will bring you up with a one of those homing pellets there. And then that will take you right to the actual symbol that we do want for us to go and pick that up with. Now, for what this level is going to be within the maze is that it is going to be a swimming level, so we are going to have to swim around within the maze for that one there. And however, you can go and find the next letter A that's going to be within there too. Now, if you want to go and find out where the N letter is going to be, it is going to be next to a barrel where you can go and do some jumping if you want, but unfortunately, I forgot to actually pick up what the letter N. I smashed the barrel instead by accident. So I'll have to go and, if I want to actually at least somewhat complete off with all the different Pac-Man letters, I'll have to try that off recording or something. Alright, so make sure that you go and nominal the ghost here if you want to try and boost up more of your points as well. Now, throughout this maze is that there's really nothing like for like a time limit or anything, not from what I can go and see at this moment in time. It's just that you want to be really careful for where these ghosts are going to be. So, if you ever do see Inky, Blinky, or Clyde, or anybody that's going to be around here, just try to make sure that that you can go and try to get them out of there, out of your line of sight, if you do have like any more of those big huge one of those big huge pellets that are going to be there. Now, for me personally, I do have to say I like Pac-Man World 2 a little bit better than the first game, because at least in the second game, if you guys do recall, Inky, Blinky, and Clyde, all of them all do have like their own type of like special type of boss battles that are a part of it. Here, for like this type of game, it seems like they may probably not have something like that here, unless if there is going to be something that will probably make their appearance soon, but we'll just have to check that out later. So yeah, there's the letter N right there for right now. But let's just go and keep on moving through the checkpoint here. Now, for this part in particular, we are going to have to go and be on the lookout for a said special key. Now, since we already did use a little bit of that immunity metal Pac-Man suit right there, we do actually have a special something that we just went and picked up. And that is now going to be met for this gate that's going to be over here. And that will give us the first of many rescue keys that we can go and help out with. But, however, what we do need to do is make sure that we get another metal Pac-Man armor. So, yeah, let's go and make sure that we make a run for it. Run, Pac-Man. Run to the chest as you can. There we go. And just like that, we'll get something else that is happening from there and get our little achievement for that. So what would this key do? Well, we will need to use that key for the next part of the level. That will be happening later on. For right now, let's just go and smash our way through here. There we go. Now, what's going to be happening from our time is that we are going to have to use our special banana power to actually at least open up with the said gate that's going to be there. Because this is the one way that we are going to have to make sure that we go and open up the way to the end area here. There we go. Yeah, there will be a cannon or something around within this part where you will be able to smash through Talkman's statue, and then you can go and head right on into that. Alright, so after going through that little slot maze or slot type of mini game that's going to be here, let's just go and keep on moving through. Alright, there we go. So another area will be opened up, the Crazy Canade episode, and that is what we're going to be having to do. And if you ever do want to go and check around through the other side, this is where it's going to be leading us to the space area, over to the right hand side there. But let's go and head on over here. And it looks like there's two main important things. So there's Puka and then also one of those maze puzzles again. Alright, so here we go. If you do have the banana around over here, you will be able to now go and get yourself with the P letter here for this first part of it. Now, around within this area, you will have to use your big Pac-Man to at least eat up some of the ghosts, but I've already wanted to take care of that before. So if you keep on hanging up a little bit around through this particular way, you should be able to find a cherry. And we will have to do some backtracking because, like, throughout any type of Pac-Man World game, there's always some backtracking for it. So we'll find the letter C. Unfortunately, I did not find the letter A. I don't know where the letter A is at around within this particular way. So I will have to go and potentially come back for that later. So there's an orange for us to go and grab. And then that will lead us right on over here for the M letter. And then for us to go and find out where that Galaxia type of one is going to be, well, we're going to have to kind of continue onwards a little bit more from this. So there we go, got ourselves with a lemon. And there we go, got ourselves with the A that we do want. And there we go, got ourselves with the N, and there we go, got ourselves with the puka right there. So unfortunately, it seems like here for this one, we never really got ourselves right into the maze right away just yet. So we'll have to come back for that for another time as well too. Or I could probably just do it off recording, it doesn't really matter. But for right now, what we do want to go and worry about is heading right on into where the said pirate ship is going to be. Now this one I am going to be leaving on into with the said mini game, because this one right here is where we're actually doing pretty well throughout this time. Well, not through that part though, but there is going to be a said part that will be happening where we actually do a little bit better, I think. Come on. There we go. And let's line it up, hopefully. Was a little bit better, but we got ourselves with the beginner's luck. Yeah, because all that we really do want is that achievement, and that's basically about it. And as well, I'll try to at least get some of the achievements as we go along throughout the said Prox guide. And here we go, and this is 1-4. This is a very short type of level here, so all that we have to do now is just do the boss battle here. So first phase of this boss battle is that we are going to have to run away from the said pirate ship that will be blasting us around, which this is going to be crazy. Yeah, so unfortunately, none of these type of fruits are really not going to really do a whole heck of a lot, unless if you want to get some extra points, but that's basically about it. There's also some other tokens that you can go and pick up as well too, if you want to use that for the slot mini game bonus that will happen. So just keep on running. And mind you, by the way, even though that those cannons, like for those cannonballs, are just hitting all that type of like platform stuff, they will disappear. So you want to try and at least make sure that you have enough running distance that you can at least get away from all that. So here we are. So now we are in the boss territory here for this one. And there's Talkman right there. And he's giving off his maniacal laugh as always. And now it's time for the battle. He's going to turn right on into this airship here and transform into the Windbag. Now, as you guys go and see, there's a whole bunch of those targets on the ground. Well, we're going to have to use that as our vantage point. So until that those switches get opened up here, then this is where we can go and start at least somewhat blocking the hits from here. Unfortunately, that was a little bit too early. We need to have at least the right proper time. Watch out for the bombs that get dropped around within this way too. And at least we'll get some sort of hit there. So very nice. And after a little bit of some time, down just to only one more of those there. And there we go. And Windbag is down. And we got ourselves an achievement for Windbag Loser. And he is the loser today. Alright, and there we go, and I think that's going to be about it. Let's go and clear this area once and for all, and we can move on out of here. And with that being said, my guys, we are going to be ending off this video for today. So thank you so much for watching the very first Prox guide here of Pac-Man World Repac. I think that's what we are going to be having to go through with the rest of the other different series for the videos that are moving forth, is that we will be on our way to be trying to at least get some of the different maze levels out of the way, some of the different Pac-Man letters, and as well to getting the rescues for what we do need. We already got Puka so far, so we'll hopefully try to find out where the other ones are going to be. And I think with that being said in mind, that should at least end off with the slot mini game over here. See you guys for the next episode, and of course, peace.